Good morning one and all. Welcome to Python class. Today here I am going to explain the continuous topic of arrays. Processing the arrays. Okay, processing the array here is nothing but in Python we have different types of methods and that methods can be operated on functions. Actual topic is what functions we have Python to operate on function, that is nothing but the processing the array. So before going into the functions which can be operated on the Python, first I will revise whatever topic I have explained in the last class on arrays. So how to create an array? Array name equals to array class, next type comma list of values. It is actually type code. Okay, so this is a syntax for creating an array. Okay, example, if you want to create an array name A, then name of the array is A. Array is a class, it should be as it is. And if you are creating an integer array, the type code is 1, type code should be in double quotes, and a list of values. List of values example, here I am giving a list of values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can give any value. So here I am giving 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like this. Okay, this is a simple syntax for creating an array. How to create arrays in a Python. Okay, and here each and every element is identified with the index. Index starts from a 0 and ends with the length -1. And here if you want to print an array elements, how will you print? You can print one element at a time or all elements at a time using a for loop. Example, if you want to print one element at a time, we will use like this. Print is output statement. Example, array name is A. I want to print the first element. Like this. Here we are printing only one element at a time. Example, if you want to print all the elements in from the array, then for I in array name A, print I. Then whatever elements are there in the array, that all the elements are printed. Means you can print all the elements at a time using a for loop. Okay. Now, here we will discuss about different methods supported by Python. Okay, which can be operated on arrays. Okay, so first I will give you an example from example program from array name example from array input. So if you want to load all the classes which are related to arrays, here we will use a import statement. Okay, import and array means whatever classes are available in this module, all those classes will be invoked into your program. So these classes helps the programmer to write the program. Now here, after that I will create an array array, and I am creating a integer array. I is a type code. Next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now this is the name of the array. After this I want to print all the elements for I in, what is the name of the array? A. Next print A. Print I. So whatever elements are there in the array, all the elements are printed. Okay, so this is about your arrays. Okay, here it should be coded. Okay, just you take screenshot of this. Now we'll create an array and whatever methods you have in Python, all those methods are operated on this array. Okay, so like in C++, Java, we have a methods index of concatenation, joining, appending. Such type of methods you have in C++. Similarly, here we have a few methods in Python that can be operated on arrays. That methods we'll discuss. Okay, take screenshot of this. I'll give you the list of methods. Here we have a list of elements, list of methods. You can see append, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, next to list. Okay, so these are the methods available in Python that you can operate on arrays. Just you take a screenshot of this, all of you. 9 methods. Here we'll discuss about each and every method now. Okay, first one is a append. Actually, what is the append method? Yes, append method is used to add elements, a new element at the end of the array. Example, if you have array like this, a equals to array, which is a type of integer I am giving 10, 11, 13, 6, 10 like this. These are the elements. Now I want to add a new element. I want to add a new element at the end of the list. Then you can give like this. What is the name of the array? A dot append, example 20. So what happened? That will be added at the end of the array. Okay, means after the 10 that will be displayed. Okay, what is the use of the append method now? Append method is used to add element at the end of the array. Okay, so here what will be the output? If you print this, print for I in, what is the name of the array? Print I. Then what is the output here? The basic elements are 10, 11, 13, 6, 10. The last, which is a new element you have added, 20. That will be displayed at the end. Okay, so what is the use of the append method here? Append method is used to add new element at the end of the list or at the end of the array. So here the syntax is, just array name, to which array you want to add, array name dot append method, append, and element which you want to add. Okay, so you write a syntax. Here no need to give the semicolon. This is the syntax and this is the example. What is the use of the append method? Append method is used to add element at the end of the array. Okay, right. Now, the second method is count. Count method, the second one is count. Actually, what is the use of the count method? See, count, it counts. But what it counts? Here, this method counts the number of occurrences of the given element. Example, here, name of the array is A, array. Here, one element is there. That element is occurred twice, thrice. Just I want to find out how many times the element has occurred. Like a 2, 10, 2, 5, 2, 6. Example. Now I want to check how many times the element 2 has occurred in the list. Then I will see. A count. What is the name of the element? 2. Then we'll check how many times the element will occur. 1, 2, 3, 3 times. Your output will be 3 times. Okay. So this method will check how many times the given element has occurred in the list. Okay. Now here what you have to do is n equals to. Because I want to store. If you want to store, you need to give one resultant variable. This is the count. The syntax is array name dot count element which you want to check. Which element you want to check? That is the element. The next one is extend. What's the next method? Extend. What is mean by extend? Extending. Okay. The third one is extend. Extend. See, extend method is used to extend the given array. Say example, here we have two arrays. A equals to array I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a one array. I am creating a one more array, like B equals to same 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now how many elements we have? 10 elements. Now at the time of display, what I want to do is total how many elements are there. I want to print all the elements. Then what I am doing is I am extending array 1, which extended means how it is extended. The second array is joined at the end of the first array by using the extend method. Okay, so how it will be added is like this. A extend B. Then what happened? The array B is added at the end of the array B is added at the end of the A. So when you print A, whatever elements are there, all those elements are printed. So here extend, you write the syntax, array 1 dot extend array 2. So array 2 is added at the end of the array 1. This is a extend method. Extends the array. Okay. You take screenshot of this. Next method is the index method. Okay. So what is the use of the index method? As I already explained, each and every element in the array is identified with the index. What is the index actually? Position of an element. See, if you are given like this, array 10, 20, 30, 40, 58, 5 elements we have given. Example. So here when 5 elements are storing, each and every element is identified with the position 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it starts with 0 and it ends with length minus 1. Example, if you want to find out position of any element, example, I want to find out the position of 30. Okay, then I will use the index method. Understood? What is the use of the index method? Index method is used to find the index position of a given element. See, example, index n equals to index 30. Then you will get output as 2 because the index of 30 is 2. You understand? So index of method is used to give the position of an element. What is the position of element? First element, first position, second position, third, fourth, fifth, like that. So if an element is there, position is there for that element and you want to find out that position, then we'll use the index method. Okay, now we'll discuss about next method. Okay, so what is the next method? Insert. Okay. So what is the use of the insert method? Insert method is used to insert an element at the given position. Okay, so what is the use of the insert method? Insert method is used to insert a particular element in the given position. Okay, so after creating an array, I will give you the syntax how to insert an element in a given position. First you take down the syntax, insert, next position, this is the syntax as it is you write, comma, element. Okay, you write down this. Actually you won't get this because it is the Python. In Java and all we used to give that. Now here I am creating an array. A equals to array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. See, when you are giving an index, when you are giving a position, that is nothing but the index. So here I am inserting an element in the second position. See example, A dot insert in the second position, example 0, 1, 2, here I want to insert. Second position 60 I want to insert. Okay, so when you print A, then how will you get output? 10, 20. In the second position I have inserted 60, next 30, 40, 50. Okay, so in the insert method is used to insert a particular element in the given position. So this parameter for a position and this is nothing but the element. Okay, you take screenshot of this. Now the next one is a pop method. Okay, so what is the pop is? I think all of you know this pop method, where you learn about pop in data structure in the stack. Okay, so what is the use of the pop method? Pop method is used to remove an element from end of the list. Okay, example, here A equals to array 10, 20, 30, 5, 6. Example, this is an array. I want to remove this. Okay, I want to remove that. Then if you want to remove the last method, here directly you can use pop like this. A dot pop. So if you want to give the position, directly what happened? The last element is removed from the array. Okay, example, if you are giving a particular position, the element is removed from that position like this. A dot pop. Example, I want to remove this 0, 1, 2, second position. Then 10, 20, 25 like this. It is only the pop method. The last element is removed. If it is the pop and the position, element is removed from the particular position. Okay, so this is an example. So you write the syntax. Syntax for a pop, array dot pop, which removes last element. Okay, in a Python, this symbol for a commit. Now, array dot pop. Next one is the index number. The element is removed from a particular position, from given position. So this is the syntax and this is the example. Now the next method is remove. Remove. See, in the name itself you have a definition. This method is used to remove an element. I want to remove an element, but this element this method removes first occurrence of the given element. See example, one element is there. That element is occurred so many times in the program. First occurrence of the element. Example, you have like this: A, array, I. You can give float also. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. Example, this is an array. I want to delete this one. Then directly A dot remove 1. That element will be removed. So remove method is used to remove a particular element from the list, and it will remove an element. Example, if that element is occurred so many times, only the first occurrence of that element will be removed. Okay, remove, whereas the pop element removes from the last position or from a given index, whereas remove element removes an element first occurrence, means from the first, and that pop method from the last. Okay, now what is the next method? Next method is reverse. Reverse. Okay, reverse. In the name itself, you have a definition. This method reverse the position of all the elements in the array. Okay, here we have a list of elements. You want to reverse the position like this. A, array. Again I am giving I, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Example, here we have a 5 elements. So I want to display in the reverse order like this. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay, so if you want to display the elements in the reverse order, then here we'll use the reverse method. Okay, so what is the name of the array? A dot reverse. And it will print the elements in this format. The syntax is array name dot reverse. So whatever elements are there, all those elements are printed in the reverse order. Okay, you write the syntax. Now the next one is the to list. Okay, here it is a simple method. Actually, it is related to your data structure, like arrays and the list concept you have in a data structure. Links means which interconnects each and every element. First element is connected with the second element is connected with the third element is connected with the fourth element. That is the list. And whereas in array, all the elements are means they are a different position, but they are not interlinked. Whereas in case of list, all the elements are interlinked by using a link node. Okay, so here using a toList method, what we are doing is whatever array elements are there, that array elements we are converting into a list. Okay, what is a toList method? toList method will convert array elements into a list of elements and list elements, not actually list of elements, list element. Okay, so finally what we are doing, we are converting array into a list, right? Now here write the syntax. Array name to list. Okay, so whatever array is there, that is converted into a list. Now I'll give you the syntax. I will give you the example. Example, A equals to array I, type code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now B equals to A dot to list. That's it. So whatever array elements are there, that are converted into a list. Here B is called as a list and A is called as a array. Now, these are the different methods which you can operate on array. Okay, so these methods are available in Python which you can operate on array. Okay, means actually why we are operating, in order to modify the original elements or original style of the array. So here how many methods we have, what methods we have. First one is append, which is used to add a new element. And remove is used to remove an element from the array. Pop is also used to remove an element from the array. Okay, it removes element at the last position or from a given position. And the next index method is used to give an index of a particular position. Okay, and next here how many methods I have given? Actually, count method have given. Count method is used to count the number of occurrences of a given element. Index method is used to find the index of a given element. Next, insert method is used to insert a particular element in the given position. Pop method is used to remove an element from the given position or from the end of the array. And a remove element is removed an element means first occurrence of a given element. And the next reverse method is used to display all the elements in the reverse order. Next, to-list method is used to convert the array elements into a list. Okay, so these are the methods available in Python that can be operated on arrays. Okay, so in the exam also, for each and every method, first you give the definition. What are the processing? Processing is nothing but it is a method of operating different methods on. It is a process of operating different methods on array in Python. And in Python supports the following methods. You give all the 9 methods, and for 9 methods, first you give the definition, next you give the syntax, and next you give the example. Okay, so this is about processing the array in Python. Okay, thank you.